Are you ready to learn? Because my super experienced guests are ready to share some really valuable information. Make sure and listen all the way to the end to get help and support. So let's start with the best audio experience.
Any company, any company can sell merch with no cost. It's interesting to learn more about that because we have many things how to get passive income, how to sell something like NFT and many other stuff. But let's talk about merch. I'm so excited to discuss this topic with Raitis Purins. How are you?
Good. How are you, Anatoly?
I'm doing great. Um, Looking forward to learn more about that because I found on your LinkedIn you have extended experience, you know this stuff. Right, before we start, just tell more about your experience, background, and why you decided to pay so much attention to merch.
So my name is Raitis. I'm head of marketing at Printful and been working at this company for more than 6 years and joined a small team. The marketing team was alone just 5 people. Now we are 80. At one point, we were even more than 100. And basically, from a startup company, we basically grew to get to the unicorn size of the unicorn, like the first unicorn in Latvia, valued more than $1 billion. So, I think I'm now checking the count, how many items we have fulfilled. We're really close to 60 million items. So that's how many shirts, mugs, frame posters we have sent to customers all over the world.
Nice, awesome, yeah, interesting. Okay, let's clarify more about no cost. So, how to sell with no cost? Even if we create digital products, it takes some money. Any explanation about that?
So we offer a platform in which basically anyone come to the printful.com with an idea what they want to sell to their audience. So basically come to us. You have a logo, like you can even put your logo on the page. You have a quote from yourself or something funny, and you put that on a shirt. Basically, you have a mock-up, everything in place, and we push it to your store. It could be run by Shopify, it could be run by Etsy. I know you can pick any platform you want, and basically that process is for free. So basically, what you're paying with your time, as with everything. So, and it's live on the website. And if someone comes to the web page and buys the item, only then we charge you for the fulfillment and basically shipping it to the end customer. But the catch is that basically you're not just paying to us, you're earning money because you're in charge of the price you want to basically charge the end customer. For example, if the t-shirt costs with us with a design $10, and you can sell it for $20, for $50, for $100, you always keep the margin side. So basically, as soon as someone buys from you, you earn money. So it's basically that's why it's almost no cost. Of course, you want to basically test and do more, have to invest to basically see what the product is and do the photo shoot. But to begin with, to test designs, to see, to react to trends, react to so many things in the world that's happening, it's basically for free, and you're just risking with your own time.
Yeah, interesting, valuable. Okay, for example, I often see when content creators trying to monetize content with no audience. Probably it's better to acquire audience to get loyal people, and then when you have huge audience, you can monetize any efforts to sell courses, anything. But let's talk about merch. When companies are ready to sell merch, do they need to have audience or any other benchmark that it's a must-have before selling merch?
So I think that's the most important thing. Like you have to have an audience, any kind of audience. Like your audience could be your mom or dad as well, because they will definitely buy something from you. So there's not like minimum count. It's just have to be a passionate audience. Like I have seen that there's a YouTuber with 1 million followers on his account, but he can just sell a couple of shirts a month. So basically they have to be passionate. You have to basically give them a reason why they want to buy that, because the hardest part is actually get someone who actually likes the design and are willing to pay the money and basically support you by basically buying merch, and basically they want to be your brand awareness. So it's not about maybe the count, it's about how passionate the users are. And guess what? Probably they will start asking you for the merch. Is there any way, how can I support you? Like you can always open a Patreon account, but you can also say, hey, buy merch, be my brand ambassador by just supporting and buying something from my store if you want. So basically the main thing, and if you want to basically start also from scratch, like a year ago, like it was much easier to get an audience via Facebook ads or something like this. Now, maybe start with building a community and building an Instagram account, building a TikTok account, and only then go into the selling merch and getting in that phase. Because first of all, you actually have to understand the audience you want to basically sell to. If you want, we'll start with an idea. Okay, I want to sell some T-shirts or mugs. You have to basically figure out who to target and like what's your audience. Like, do you have
Yeah.
it at all?
Okay, you mentioned that people need to like design. Let's talk more about design. For example, I often see when nice looking design can't get results in SEO field, in digital marketing, because probably companies spend so much time or attention to design and take away attention from the main category products. So, can you tell how to draw this design that people will love?
Oh, design, like so many things. Like you can start with your own logo as well. So that could be
Mhm,
first of all your core thing you can actually sell. Sorry for that. So
mhm,
and then you like it's not a golden rule. Like there's anything can be designed. It could be a photograph. It could be a quote which you said, which I know got you famous. It could be a graphic. So like there's not a golden rule for that. Like I have seen that, for example, my probably the favorite example was, and it still is, like every year in the US everyone waits for the president election because like there's two
mhm,
parties going head to head, and every day before the election, like they say something to each other. And when I joined Printful, like Trump was competing with Hillary at that time, and one thing Trump said to Hillary, nasty woman. And during that day night, there was a couple of stores popping up with this design, and it was so simple. It was just a heart, nasty woman. And I know definitely that one of the store owners, like she generated more than 100K in a couple of weeks by just showing the simple design. So basically, she created a design basically to support the audience, and they loved it because there was a reason. They wanted to basically embrace themselves because they wanted to show like which party they believe, which they want to be their next president. So it's more about getting understanding the audience, and then what's the visual part? Is that text? Is that graphics? Or that's picture? That will basically provide your answer. So yeah.
Yeah, got it. By the way, Trump can say more than just nasty woman. He can say anything. Okay, let's talk about types of merch. In most cases, t-shirt, yeah, but we have caps, we have, I don't know, cups, anything, So, can you tell how to choose the right type of merch? Because you mentioned you need to understand or learn audience. So, can you tell how to choose the types that audience probably need?
Like you can't go wrong with a t-shirt, of course.
Mm-hmm,
But like if you go in a competitive space, like everyone will pick a t-shirt. So
mm-hmm,
basically that's something you have to offer, but that's probably a lower chance to actually get more profit because everyone will go with t-shirt if you go with some kind of general meme or general audience. So but you can look in a different measure. So we have more than 300 products. Like it's about sweatshirts as well. You can also think about it's a standard t-shirt or it's a t-shirt from organic, like organic t-shirt. It's again your audience to show what you want to sell. Like Printful also started with motivational posters. Like originally we started our own e-commerce store, and like the idea that we wanted to basically sell or no put on our own walls something motivational for startups. Now does everyone startup has get shit done, fail, learn, experiment, all that
mm-hmm.
kind of stuff. So probably if it's something you want to hang on your office, you have to go with posters. You can go with mugs, you can go with notebooks, and that could be easily your I know starting pack for the new employees. Basically they will be your brand representatives. And then it's again, like it's not a simple answer. You have to think about your audience. Like if you're targeting, I know those who walk pets, like it could be pet items, and probably it will not be a t-shirt but sweatshirt, because like you go outside with your dog, you will not probably wear a sweatshirt if it's colder outside, like stuff like that. Again, audience wants or what they want. You can go pretty extreme, like you can also, like we offer almost everything. Like you can even come up with design for bikini. You can come up with the from the shorts. Like you can come up with design for the socks. It depends, like what's your niches and what they basically expect or want, basically would like to basically sell from you. It could be also backpacks, like anything what you can imagine would be a design.
Okay, yeah, got it. I'm interested about the quality. For example, let's take T-shirt. I think quality is important. If we order, I don't know, a low quality, it can hurt. I don't know, brand recognition, and people probably won't buy other products because you cheated them with quality. So, can you tell how to find the right quality? Because if we are talking about t-shirt, it might cost $5 or $5,000. Like, for example, my brother wives usually she loves to buy Louis Vuitton. I hope she won't watch this episode. It makes my brother crazy, when he saw these prices. But anyway, let's leave it. So, can you tell how to choose the right quality? And let's talk about the average price or money for paying for, let's imagine one t-shirt.
So there's two perspectives how you can talk about this. So basically, when you sell something with print on demand, you're not selling the item, you're selling the design. It's the same reason why your friend's wife, girlfriend, like we just said, like she wants to buy Louis Vuitton because of the brand, because like that's what she will show, that like what she wears, so she likes that. So basically that's will basically figure out like what will be the price point because of the design what you put on the shirt, not so much about the t-shirt as well, because that's the basically primary source. For Printful case, like we know that we are not the cheapest print on demand provider. It's like if you want to basically go cheap, you have to go somewhere else. And what we do, we invest in the quality. So we believe that our shipment rate, like because those things happen, there's some issues, is the one of the lowest in industry. Like it's below 0.3%. Like that's our mistake rate, what we offer. And if we make mistake, we will basically reship as soon as possible. And like we know that like if you want to only get one purchase from a customer, like maybe the quality is not important. But if you want to get repeated sales, so you have to invest in the quality. And that's what we want to offer to our customers, that our quality is top notch, that we have quality control in place, that we have the best possible printers in the world. I believe my favorite fact about our printers is that we use Cornet printers, which one printer will cost almost $500,000, like which is pretty insane. It's basically like drive. If we talk about driving cars, this would be driving a couple of Ferraris or Teslas, and that's the one printer who can print 2 T-shirts at the same time. So basically, it doesn't matter if you print 5 shirts or 10 shirts. It will be the best possible printer equipment now in the world, which basically can print something on T-shirt on one item. So that's why we invest in a lot of quality. And when we talk about quality, it's not about just about printing. It's about customer support. It's about offering the best mock-ups, so you don't have to do photo shoot. It's like creating the best integration. So there's many factors you basically can see quality if we work with Printful as a pure print-on-demand provider.
Okay, for example, I want to share an example in my family. I usually buy t-shirts for $5-10. I don't care a lot about. Yeah, I love quality. I need quality, but I can find quality for $5-10. It's enough for me. My son, he's crazy about Nike, about these brands, because he can't take. I don't know. He usually asks opinions in school, and most of his friends. They usually have Nike, Adidas, many other well-known brands. And they never tell me, please buy a new T-shirt. He always tells, please buy Nike, please buy Under Armour or something similar. So, and the average price like $50-$100. No. My wife can he can choose for 500 not 500 sorry $50 $100 as well. As I mentioned about the wife of my brother, she can buy so expensive. I think we are different. It's not that something wrong or bad. We are different. People are different, and customers are different. So can you tell how you can learn the audience of, for example, some company, to know what kind of quality to create to their audience, to specific audience?
So still, like you and me, we're wearing blank shirts. True. We also have blank. So
Yeah.
probably we very often we will not be the main audience to sell with, because
Uh,
uh, and I will use an example close to you as you're from Ukraine. So we also have a couple
mhm,
of stores who currently sell shirts, products, flags, a lot of things with Ukraine design. And
mhm.
one of the things they do, some of the profits goes to Ukraine. So it will be easy to justify why you should sell, I know, buy a shirt for $50, not
Yeah.
$5. Because basically you're doing something good for the cause which is close to you. And there's a lot of things, like a lot of examples like that. So it's basically showing the value that the design is so cool that you really, really want to buy it. Not you, probably you will not be the target audience, but
Yeah, got it.
understanding that audience you're basically targeting, that it will be doing something good. Have to basically come up with that. You can also use like features that this is the unique design. Only 50 pieces will be made. So basically, you get something unique, like with I know NFTs as well. Like basically, it's more unique. You will get it's have higher value. So it's also with the basically merch what you offer. So basically, figure out it's not about t-shirt quality. It's about the design, and slowly you can also basically be a brand as well. From after a while, that basically it's so seen that I know my favorite YouTuber wear the shirt and also want to wear it as well. And also imagine, for example, Netflix also can be our customers because like they have a TV series. There's a T-shirt wearing, and everyone wants to wear design. Basically, show that they, I know, like the show, or they want to be like them seen in the show. So basically, showing the value that you want to work. Like Nike, Adidas, they all started like that because they want to be someone who wears Nike. So they want to be top athletes, stuff like
Yeah.
that, or they want to basically look cool, be I know, be seen as someone who understands the fashion. And it's also about basically our merch who wants to basically sell. And if you're just a company, like even New York Times is selling merch. Who buys merch from New York Times? Like who does that? So, but someone who wants to basically see that, I know I read New York Times, so that's why I have a mug or stuff like that, or maybe a representative gift for someone, or it could be also your Christmas gift if you want. Like probably it's too soon for Christmas. No.
Mhm. Yeah, got it. Can you tell about how to predict the quantity of or the number of this merch? For example, if Mr. Beast can print T-shirt, he probably can sell a million. Because he has audience, people love his content. He can sell anything, chocolate, T-shirts, anything. But most companies can't sell million. And for example, if I write a book or create a course that I have, for example, SEO course, I know that results depend on me, on my promotion, on my network. But at that point, I can sell million copies, I can sell 100 copies. It depends on my promotion. But if I invest money to print to create this t-shirts production, so for example, if I buy 1,000 but sell 100, it's not a good idea. So any insights how to predict the exact number?
You don't have to do that. Like it's the
Mm-hmm.
reason like any company can sell merch at almost no cost. So we are on
Mm-hmm.
demand company. So
Mm-hmm.
basically it's a challenge for us to figure out how many printers, how many stock we need to buy. Because here in our case, you can even like show in your store multiple designs, multiple products, and you don't have to forecast anything. Like if one item will come to yours, like one, there will be one order, will fulfill it. 3,000 orders
Mm-hmm.
will fulfill it as well, and you only pay to us when the order comes in. so you don't have to invest any money up front. So that's a basically magic between the old school way. Like probably anyone as a student want to basically, I know, I'll come up with a cool t-shirt design and my student peers will actually buy for us. And I have to understand, like, figure out the pricing, figure out like black, white, L, medium, like those kind of stuff. And you have to invest some kind of thousands of dollars. In this case, it's on demand. You don't pay us anything. You then don't forecast anything. And if you get someone to the website, someone really buys, then you start earning money. And that's basically hustle we are taking from you. And that's basically paid for our finance team, for our operations to actually figure out that part with the data points we have. So that's the basically magic part. So that's why anyone can sell merch with almost no cost, like, because there's no barriers. You have only, like, the worst case scenario, put your logo on a shirt and like put that on your, I know, LinkedIn or your Instagram, doesn't matter, and maybe someone will want to buy that. If not, nothing to lose.
Okay, got it. Yeah, interesting. Okay, I'm interested about. Can you explain how the process looks? For example, if I'm going to become a customer, but I have no experience with that. I didn't sell anything. Such products. So, can you tell if I come to you and tell, please, let's do it. Let's take this new market for me. Explain about the process, how it looks. It's better if you do it step by step.
Yeah. Definitely, we have plenty of videos on that actually. Here's my version of this. So basically, you come to the printful.com. If you want, you can order something for yourself to actually make sure that quality is there. But you can also skip that part if you want, because quality will be there. So printful.com, create an account. It's free. Thousands of customers basically do that every day. You can check product catalog. Anyone who go to printful.com can see which products we offer, like what's the delivery time, how quickly we can deliver to the USA, in Europe, like all over the world. So we have a global fulfillment network. You should have an idea what you want to put on the product, like some kind of picture. If not, we have also a basic Canva built in our own design maker. So basically you can pick from the font, pick from the graphics, pick a picture. Like, it doesn't matter if you like, that's basically, but you should have an idea what you want to put on the product. Then you create a couple of products, like you put that text, you put that design on a t-shirt, on mugs, on bikinis, on posters, like water bottles. That's up to you. So basically you create a package you would like to sell. Then there's another decision you have to make. So you have to figure out the platform on which you want to sell. Because like we are a little bit different than the marketplace. So you have to have a website you are willing to basically sell. You will not basically offer that, like, put the design and you have a link and someone will buy. You will not earn money from that. So basically you have to make a decision. Is it, for example, Shopify? That's our go-to e-commerce platform. Like, we basically integrate with everyone in the field. Wix, Squarespace, like, you just name it. And you can also go with a marketplace like Etsy, eBay, and Amazon, in which basically you can already be part of their search. So basically they have an audience already willing to buy. And if you create something, something trendy, something for the Valentine's Day, of course, that's missed at the moment. So, but it could be basically how you get also the audience. So you have to basically create an integration, like connection, and then you can push these product templates you created to those stores on Etsy, on Shopify, doesn't matter. And then basically they're live. Of course, you have to make some kind of setup on your page that the page looks pretty, that you have some social proof that you're legit, because like you will not just steal the money. So you have to basically showcase that part. You have to think about pricing, how much you will actually charge for the items. And you have to also create a payment system. So basically you're able to accept the payment, and you also have added credit card on your website. So basically that means that your web page is live. I can send the website to you, Anatoly. I can post it on social media. And if someone will come to the website, they will basically able to buy the item. We will offer pretty mock-ups. So basically you're able to see mug from multiple sides or head, how it looks from that, how the shirt looks on the model, how it looks on the flat. So basically we have created pretty image. Even in some cases, even videos, you can basically see how the product moves. I think for the mugs, we have created the 3D things that you can see how the how the mug will look on the table, so like stuff like that, and it's for free at this stage, so you don't pay us anything. And as soon as someone basically buys that on your website, and there will be two transactions as it's white label. Actually, no one knows that you're using Printful at this stage, so you can say that you are doing that at your, I know, with your at your home, like it's up to you.
Mhm.
And as soon as someone actually buys the items on your store, we will automatically receive the order on Printful dashboard, and only then we'll charge money from you. I know those $10, and at the same time you already had received like $25 from the customer who basically made a purchase. And then we have promised that we will fulfill the items 2 to 5 business days. Usually it's around 2 to 3 days, and ship to the end customer. So we will actually print the item, we'll check that quality is there, we'll pack it, we will pass it to the FedEx or USPS, doesn't matter, and they will deliver the item. And it looks like it will coming from you. You can even customize the shipping label that will add the logo of your website there. So basically, you can actually build a brand through us if you really want that. And no one will see that it's Printful came that, like that Printful was part of that. And basically, by only using your own computer without leaving like the computer, you don't have to go to the warehouse. Basically, can run an e-commerce store by just having a computer. Same as I do here. Like I'm in Latvia and I'm doing business with the US, and I have not been to the US for more than 3 years.
Yeah, yeah. Because in Latvia you can do business. In US you can do it. In Russia, in any countries you can. And North Korea as well. Yeah, 2 countries.
Yeah, no.
Okay. Okay. I'm interested about common mistakes. Can you tell common mistakes that companies still do in selling merch, and any tips how to find a much better way?
So you have to know what you're actually doing. So we sell the idea that it's pretty easy to do that. So it's up to you. So I have to say that the best case scenario, if you want to start selling merch, you have to team up with someone. So if you're a company and you have employees, like involve them. But if you actually want to launch a store from the scratch, like it's a rare scenario that you know everything, that you are pretty good with design and you know how internet works. Like those are basically 2 main things. So team up, like understand what are your strong side, and either you hire a freelancer who can help with design, you understand how internet works, basically find a peer, find a partner who's willing to basically start an e-commerce store together. And that will be pretty good combo. So because it's hard to do everything on your own, you can actually get someone to help with some of the things so you actually can get to the website. And then the hardest part, actually, the marketing side. So because like you have to get to your website someone who wants to buy that item with that design for that price. So that's the hardest part. So basically, you have to show the value of the item. So you can basically just look at the Amazon listings and try to basically replicate that, like add all the necessary information which could convince the potential buyer to actually buy something from you. So that's the most common mistakes. Otherwise, you will put, I will say, shitty images, shitty designs. You will not get anything. You have to continue trying to actually get to the website someone who's willing to buy. And now, like basically, it's easier to start if you start with building community and then only start selling merch to them. And by asking questions to the community, what do you want to buy? Like, what do you like about me? Like, would you like to, like, why would like to support us? And they will provide answers. So you have to just answer those questions and put that on the website, and they will actually just come and buy from you. And like, it doesn't matter what kind of company you are, there's probably someone, at least one person, who will want to basically wear a merch with you. Just create something pretty, not ugly.
Yeah, got it. Valuable. You mentioned about strong side. It's interesting that I think I have a weak side. For example, if I compare my skills with many prominent experts in SEO, many experts are much better than me, in technical optimization, link building, content creation. But I found my strong side is to manage SEO experts. For example, if I need to promote a new website, I usually cooperate with many great experts who can help me. I usually create the process. So can you tell about your strong side? Because many companies can do the same. Many companies can help with selling merch. So what is your strong side and unique selling proposition?
As a Printful, this our strong side of Printful, or mine strong time, because I can also I can
Printful,
manage
yeah.
people.
Okay, Printful.
So yeah, if we compare to different companies who also offer the same thing, so our strong side is that we will never sacrifice quality. So we know that we are someone who you should be working if you are in a long term with that. So basically, you're not just wanting to get a couple of orders and those people never come back. So we are investing. We'll continue to invest more in the quality from any aspect. It's either a print you put there, or it's basically our website experience. It's about customer support you can access. So we'll never sacrifice that. And the second advantage is that we, comparing with others, we own our fulfillment centers. So basically, I can go to the facility here in Riga, Latvia. I can see how many stock we have left, like what's the problems. We can much quicker resolve the things or add products or adjust products. So, and as we own our fulfillment centers, basically, if you run an international business, so you get some orders from Europe, you get some orders from the USA. So basically, we will ship out basically the same item, same print quality, same product, either it's person USA or person Latvia. So we can much easier connect the dots, and we can much easier oversee the process, so we can provide a better quality for our customers. That doesn't matter where the person is. So basically, global network and that side of the part. And as we do everything on our own, so we just much understand the business, so we can see like something will soon out of stock, so we can say to you. Otherwise, if it's a outsourcing partner, you don't have that visibility. So again, we are much better partner for that. And third of all, like educational content. Like if you don't know anything, we have information about anything in the planet when it comes to the running a merch store. So about techniques, about how to basically implement store. So basically, we are like an assistant for you if you want to just getting started. So basically, we'll guide you step by step what you have to do. If you will try to Google something, there will be a video, there will be blog about it. So basically, we are like an assistant for smaller merchants, and for larger merchants like enterprise level customers also have a pretty good sales team who will assist you and then try to scale with you. We are not just a printer, like you go in the bulk. You're basically someone who wants you to basically scale your business, who wants you to succeed. Otherwise, there's no revenue for you. It's also no business for us, because we need that you get those orders. Otherwise, they also will not earn any money, because the rest of the process is free. We also start earning when you succeed. So we are helping at every step.
Nice, awesome, great. Okay, I have the question about your experience. You mentioned that you have been working in company 6 years, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
So can you tell, if you started today from scratch, what will you do today to learn more about merch? And let me explain why I'm asking about that. Because, for example, I found that I usually get much better results with customers who know SEO. Because, if they know why we need to create high quality content, why we need to provide white hat link building, what kind of link building, so we get much better results. If customers don't understand SEO, it's hard to get results, because we work as a cohesive team. That's why we have this SEO course. We tell them, if you don't understand, please take the course. It costs like $15, not a lot, but you can understand the basic, how it works. Then we can provide great results together. So can you tell, and you mentioned that you have some articles, videos to help your customers. And tell, if you started today from scratch without this 6 years of experience, what would you do to learn more about merch?
So first of all, I agree with you that regarding what you said, that it's easier to work with people who understand what they do. Like, I think it's very often with SEO agencies that agency can do whatever they want, but you have to also implement that. Very often, like you do audit now, you do audit in a year, you can just basically copy paste your answers, because someone has to basically do that. It's like we really appreciate SEO. So to basically learn about merch, what would I do differently now? Like when I came to the company, I did not do a lot about merch. So basically, my peers explained me the process and everything else. It's not like I'm the pro in the merch and what I have to do. Like if you talk me like if I will drop my 6 year experience at the moment, like there's one thing, and I'm moving away from your question. I would like to do a little bit differently. The one thing we didn't do early enough, like we didn't invest early in analytics. So that basically, like we have Google Analytics, we have a lot of things, but we needed to basically do that on a different level. Because now currently we can't find some of the answers we would like to, because generally our basic setup, how our customers what they do on a website and what I have to do, it's much challenging to basically track. And now basically I can't find answers when I needed to scale up something or scale down. Because when like everything is growing, everything is good, you don't actually invest in that. If you tag everything at the early beginning, you will have much better visibility of what's happening with your website. So that's probably if I would ever do this again, I would basically start, okay, can we track this? Because very often, like, you even don't set a goals at the beginning. Like everything just goes up, up, up. Everything works. Like everything's good. But now when you have to change something, there's a lot of questions, and I just don't have answers to that. So that's could be one of the things. If I drop everything now and start again, that would I change immediately? Like,
Yeah, nice. Okay, let's talk about the future. Can you predict what kind of future will be in this niche? Because many things are coming: metaverse, augmented reality. Probably customers or people will change minds. We don't know. So, any insights about the future and how to adapt today to the possible future?
so like one interesting thing, like when we talk about gamers, so they very often like to more sell that digital merch, basically upgrade their avatars with coolest form than actually sell physical merch. So that's really interesting. So basically, digital merch will probably be even a bigger thing. It's the whole metaverse thing will really take off. So that will be something interesting because you want to just look cool on your digital avatar. So that will be interesting. Will be really interesting to see how AI develops over the time and how people take advantage of that, because that should be mean that it's much easier to create designs. Again, there's question about intellectual property, because not all of those designs are unique. It's same with the content. And with basically print on demand, we are really excited about this because it's managing your supply chain. Like for a long time, it was hard to get items from China, from all over the world, where very often you basically order a shirt. Very often you have to basically lock in some of the money without knowing when the item will begin. So more and more customers look into print on demand, how they can maybe at the beginning even test some of the designs, some new products, and then go full on with bulk if that makes sense. And I still hear that more and more people don't want to just go through the hustle to actually open their own printing warehouse, or like how they call it, because it's just a lot of job to actually maintain that. And it's like when you basically compare like how much one item basically costs for you if you do that on your own and versus with print on demand, it looks like your item is much cheaper. But the things you have to do to actually keep that pricing in place is just so much hustle. Like you have to basically work with people, you have to run the facility, you have to pay for the rent and stuff like that.
Yeah.
We just take care of that. So more and more people look into that, like just minimizing the risks, like what they have to do, and they can just focus on the most important part. Because like what do entrepreneurs like? They probably don't like to spend time in warehouse, especially around Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and want to basically create designs and sell designs. So that's the most fun part. We're happy to take care of that boring part, continue to actually do that. And probably last prediction, like these days, I would like to say that anyone can be influencer. So still more and more companies, like influencer kind of companies, will pop up. So there will be more and more need for the merch. So basically anyone can start selling immediately. And basically you can do that with starting selling and like ordering something in bulk without knowing if you actually will sell that. You can just go risk free almost. Spend some time, offer one shirt, 5 shirts, someone buys, all good. So that will be also will continue to develop over the time, that there will be more and more these small companies, small stars who can basically start sell merch online.
Yeah, I think I understand your customer. Your customer is a busy person like me who have no time to organize the process, to control, to manage. But these people have time to develop and innovate their products. So it's better to delegate the task to someone who can handle the process, and because you can lose attention in your niche, in your competition, because competitors are not waiting when you decide many other things. So yeah, I agree.
Yeah. And you can launch like if I was like there was Super Bowl in the USA. It's like there's
Mhm.
no idea who going to win, Philadelphia or what was the other team. Like I'm not from the USA, I'm not following so much,
Yeah.
but like immediately after the final whistle, like it's just hard with copyrights, you can start selling designs. Like even just try offering shirts with the I know city which won the Super Bowl. So it's basically up to you, and no one will buy, so you're not risking. So you can quickly react to trends. You can launch products like that. You have an idea, launch it. You don't have to go through the supply chain problem things, which is very often a hustle. You can just sell immediately. If someone buys, I know it doesn't matter, 10, 100 items, one item, fine. If it doesn't sell, okay, I didn't risk a lot. I didn't create a lot of waste because, like, remember, it's also about sustainability. Order something in bulk and throw away, it generates waste. With us, everything what we produce is already sold. So basically, it's going to someone. It's not that it will be thrown out in the bin. It could be eventually, but if you think about creating merch, that's probably the wisest way how to actually do that.
Nice, nice, awesome. Raitis, it's a big pleasure to get on my show, to learn from you. Tell our audience the best way how to keep learning from you, reach out to you, follow you.
So just Google. Like we are also good at SEO. So if you'll try to
Mhm.
search something for print on demand, find us or Printful, like printful.com. We're all on all social media channels. You can add me on LinkedIn. I like to post and brag about my company there as well. So just find me online, find Printful, create an account, and just explore what we do.
Okay, guys, if you don't know how Google works, you can find the links in the description below to this podcast. So you have two ways, on Google or on description. Thanks again, a big pleasure. I love all your valuable insights. It's valuable, so I need to think about that in the future. And thanks, guys, a lot for listening and watching us.
Thanks. Bye bye.